Hi YouTube, it's Lena and I'm here today with my Project Pan Roulette. I am updating this a day early, but honestly I wanted something really easy to film today so that I could film it, edit it, get it up. So this is a day early, but if you are interested in this, I will link the creators, Rebecca and Alexi, down below. Definitely check them out. They've had this going on for a while now. They do it once a year now rather than just, you know, round after round after round, just to make things a little bit easier. I have been doing this for a couple of rounds now. They opened it up to everybody at, I think, the 3rd round, and I think we're in the 9th now. But I do have one empty. For a hype product, I used up the Tarte Maracuja Oil. I actually used up a little bit of the last of this in a bath today just to make sure I had an empty, which I don't necessarily need an empty for every update, but this was like down to here. It wasn't a lot left, so I'm like, screw it. Just toss it in a bath. It'll make my skin feel nice, and it does. So last time it weighed 35.6 grams. That was actually when I brought it in here, and this time it weighs 29.2. And now for the other 5 items I have in here, I have a timeless classic or throwback that is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer. I considered it a throwback because it is literally the oldest, one of at least the oldest concealers in my collection, so I figured why not. This is honestly on its last legs. I actually popped the stopper out of it today, so it's a little messy, but like the top is basically all cleared out. I was just having issue with it, so I did weigh it with its little stopper today to make sure my weight was accurate. It went from 22.1 grams to 21.4, which is a little less than last time, because last time I had 0.9, and this time I have, what's that, 0.7 in change of weight, but, you know, this is getting scrapey here. I'm sure it'll be done by next time. Next, I have my on-trend product, and I joked that Ipsy wanted this to be on trend because it's something of theirs. So it's the Refreshment Luscious Hand Cream. It's actually a pretty nice hand cream. I give it a lot of crap. Well, I give Ipsy's Refreshments thing a lot of crap, but this isn't a bad hand cream at all. But as you can see, one of my baby Chihuahua, who is currently in bed, got to it. She actually hid it from me this time for a little while. I found it under my bed. But I still got some good usage on it. I went from here to about here. That's with me shedding a light through. And like, one side is lower than the other, so that's kind of like my guesstimate spot. So roll with me here. But like, one side is like a little bit up to here, and one side is like down to here. So I figure that's pretty even. Its weight went from 67.0 grams to 62.3, which is also a little less than last time. It's 4.7 rather than, I think it was like 5.9, so a little bit less, but this is another thing that I think I can finish by the end, no problem. Next is product that I lusted after, and I have this. It's the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo. I am wearing this today. My goal is to use each side 10 times, and I've gotten up to 7. And once again, it's just like, if I hadn't have forgot about this a couple of times, this would be done. Like, sometimes I wear the matte shade either in my crease, or like today I actually kind of blended my other colors with it on the lower lash time, and I wore this as part of my blush today. Sometimes I do it the other way around, where like this will be in my inner corner and this will be part of my blush. I'm mixing it with the blush that I'm panning so that I don't lose progress on that one just because I'm using this one, although this one has a lot more pigment, so I'm pretty sure that's the main blush that you're seeing today. 3 more times and that will roll out. I think that'll be done by next time too. I think next time is going to have a couple of empties again, like the first thing. Next is a cult classic, and I brought in the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Here is my paper progress, which was a lot more than I realized. I didn't think that I was going to have a chance of actually finishing this by the end, because, you know, these are, I don't want to say these are dry, because they're not by any means, but these are a bit of a waxier formula, which means they're not super creamy, which means they don't go as fast as some brow pencils do. So I do appreciate that. But this is at like a third. I've used up about a third of it, and I didn't wear a lot of makeup last month. Like, I got lazy towards the end of the month, which happens to me a lot. But to put it in perspective, in all of last month, I wore makeup 9 times, including Halloween, which is pretty bad. I have already worn makeup 9 times as of the 22nd, which is better for me. I'm trying to get better at this, so. I have a lot of makeup, I need to wear it. Because I've worn makeup a couple of times, and for stuff that wasn't related to filming. So, I think that's what's really been helping me remember. It's like, I don't have to just wear makeup to film, so. Dumb, but sometimes I do have to remind myself of that. So, unfortunately, the next product, inexpensive but works like high-end, I haven't used this. I'm working on another lip gloss. This is the Maybelline Baby Lips Moisturizing Lip Gloss. This is one I don't think I'm going to finish by the end, but as long as I get to it, I'll be happy and get some progress on it and then finish it more than likely. If I manage to do that, I'll be happy. So, we got to roll one in. Thankfully, I got all of my stuff pre-done. Got 1 through 100 on here, so let's... Come on. 72. I don't know if I've done 72 yet or not, but we shall see. I have not. So a color you are always drawn to but rarely wear. I'm drawn to a lot of colors, so I will have to think about that, but I will be back shortly. Alright, so I'm back, and I thought about it for a second, and then I realized I got a good idea. So, a color that I'm drawn to but don't wear as often as I would like is red lips. I love red lips. But it took me forever to finish this one red lipstick, and I think it's kind of thrown me off my red wearing game. So, I figured let's put a lip liner in. I'm not going to finish it by any stretch of the imagination. It's a ColourPop lip liner, and those apparently take forever. But I figure let's put a wearing goal of 15 times on this. I will measure it, and if the measurement does change, I will show it, but I don't even know if it'll necessarily change. So that is my goal. This is the color. What is it? I think it says Bossy. I was actually thinking it said Sassy. And it's doing that thing where they pop out a little bit, but you know. Still wonderfully creamy. You just gotta be a little careful with it. And I mean, I put a good usage on this already. This isn't like brand new by any stretch of the imagination, so. 15 uses, I think that's perfectly reasonable, but that's what it looks like. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!